Welcome back to the channel, folks. We are 6 days away from a moment that could define Canada-U.S. relations for a generation. August 19th, that's the deadline. The orange American extortionist has set for a devastating 50% tariff on hundreds of Canadian goods. And right now, no sign of any deal in sight. Let me tell you, the stakes could not be higher for every single Canadian from coast to coast to coast. Today, I'm opening the curtain on this so important story, and we will talk about it in 4 sections. First, Trump's tariff terror, how we got here and what it means for Canadian workers and families. Second, the impossible ask, what the Americans are demanding and why it is a non-starter for Ottawa. Third, the Canadian backbone, why we rejecting bad deals and holding firm, backed by public opinion and real leverage. And fourth, the unthinkable. What happens if we wake up August 19th with no deal in sight? Strap in, folks. This is the story of our country refusing to be pushed around. Let's rewind for a second. From the moment on Trump took power, Canada has been in his crosshairs. It started with steel and aluminum tariffs. Then came the softwood lumber fight, then the auto tariffs. And now, a brand new 50% tariff targeting everything from hockey sticks to cement. This isn't just another trade fight, my friends. This is a full-blown assault on Canada's economy. Trump's disaster administration says we are discriminating against American commerce. They are mad about our counter tariffs, our provincial alcohol bans, and our dairy quota. Those idiots totally expect that we think it is okay if they punch us in the face and we don't punch back. We just take it. Now they're using this August 19 deadline as a battering ram to force concessions. The numbers are staggering. If those tariffs kick in, they'll hit nearly 28 billion in Canadian exports, and they are not just applying to new goods. Plus, they ignore Kushma exemptions entirely. That means the protections we fought for in our trade deals, gone. Poof, just like that. But here's the thing. Those tariffs don't just hurt us, they hurt American businesses too. US unions representing steelworkers and machinists speak out against them. American companies need Canadian supply chains. But when you tariff your closest ally, you're shooting yourself in the foot. But apparently American and Maple MAGA, like those guys, think, no, that's a good idea. So, what does the US actually want? Well, let me lay it out for you. First, they want us to drop all our counter tariffs on American products. Second, they want American booze back on our shelves. No more bans. Third, they want to rewrite our dairy quota in their own favor. And fourth, they want a new critical mineral and energy partnership that gives them preferential access to our resources. In return, they offer very limited concessions on auto tariffs. Very limited. Not the comprehensive relief we need on steel, aluminum and lumber. Like I said yesterday, that's Trump's EFN strategy. Folks, this isn't a negotiation, it's a shakedown. The orange extortionists, remember Gordie Howe, wants everything for nothing. Our Canadian negotiators have been meeting with their US counterparts in Washington. Our Trade Minister Dominique LeBlanc and Chief Negotiator Janice Charette have been at the table 3 times in as many weeks. And what did the American offer on Tuesday? A proposal that is nothing but an insult. Sources tell us Canadian officials are not satisfied. No, they are pissed. And they should be. But here's the good news. Ottawa is refusing to cave. Prime Minister Mark Carney has made that crystal clear. No deal is better than a bad deal. We all have heard that. He's not going to sign something that sells out Canadian workers just to meet an idiotic American deadline. And guess what? Canadians are backing him up. Polls show 62% of Canadians support counter-tariffs. Only 7% want to make concessions. And a staggering 75% don't trust the orange American gangster to honor any deal he signs. And in my opinion, we shouldn't. Trust is rock bottom, and you can't blame us. The unpredictability of Trump's criminal administration is baked into everything we do now. They are volatile, they are unpredictable, they are corrupt. And that's a very serious concern, not just for our economy, but for our security too. But Canadians protest with their wallets. We're finding domestic alternatives to US products. We are changing our buying habits. And honestly, even if those bans on American booze are lifted, we aren't going to buy that stuff again anytime soon. Preferences have shifted, and our goodwill is gone. So what happens if August 19 comes and there's no deal? Canadian officials have warned the Americans that imposing those steep tariffs could spark uncontrollable public and provincial backlash. And Mark Carney means it. Our Canadian appetite for further talks would be evaporate. Retaliations? Certainly. But let me tell you why Canadians can hold its ground. We have leverage, real leverage. Canada is the single most important market for nearly 40 to 50 of American states. The US sells more to us than they sell to UK, France, China and Japan combined. But that can change very quickly. We have assets they need. Critical minerals, potash, resources that power their economy, and we have the lowest debt in the G7. Strong foreign investment and an economy that is diversifying away from US dependence in record speed. We are building alternatives with Europe and Asia. We are knocking down interprovincial trade barriers. We are investing in our ports and Arctic and our defense. Yes, for the moment, times are tough, folks. We all know that. But while the US economy is crumbling, our economy is on a strong incline. If Americans think this boycott is hard on them right now, just wait until those 50% tariffs land. If they think we are nasty now, they haven't seen anything yet. Maybe this time around, we can motivate the Canadians who thought over the last year and a half that they could not live without American products, produce, or US vacation spots to join the boycott and support our country. Now, wouldn't that be a nice thing, eh? Here's the bottom line, folks. Canadian negotiators are in Washington right now. They're meeting daily with their American counterparts, and they're fighting for a fair deal. But one thing is absolute certain. Canada will not sign a bad deal just to meet a deadline. The ball is now in the Washington corner. If the Americans want a deal, they need to come to the table with something that actually respects Canadian interests. And if they don't, well, we will be ready to respond. We will walk out of there like it's a bad deal on a used car. So, here's my question to you. Do you think the US will blink before August 19th? Or are we headed for a full-blown trade war? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because this story is far from over. Stay strong, Canada. We are proud of every Canadian that fights for this country. And we will not be pushed around. Thanks for watching. I'm Wilfried Lemkula with Europe Curious, where we don't just repeat the daily headlines, but open the curtain so you can see for yourself what's really behind it. See you in the next one.